Welcome back to my channel. I am back with another review, so if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you know every time I upload a new video. A lot went down in this episode, so let's just get right into this review. At the very beginning of this episode, Megan and Danielle end up meeting up, and Danielle ends up bringing up Mackenzie. She said that she wanted to find out if Mackenzie and Rashad are actually serious because the timeline isn't adding up. She also claimed that she felt like Mackenzie was stalking and harassing her because she was looking through her social media when she started dating Rashad, which I don't know if I consider that stalking, because maybe Mackenzie was looking to see if there were signs that her and Rashad were still together, because a lot of men lie. Not all men lie, but a lot of them do. She said that Mackenzie kept her relationship with Rashad private up until she found out that she was going to Orlando, and that's when she decided to make it public. So basically, Mackenzie felt like making the relationship with Rashad public once she found out that, Danielle was going to be in the same place as her. I don't know if that's true, but that's what Danielle is saying. Danielle also claims that Mackenzie is trying to bully her out of Rashad's life, and she claims that her and Rashad are still in love with each other, and she admitted that they still sleep together and that she's going to continue to. I don't see how Mackenzie is trying to bully her out of Rashad's life, because I haven't really seen Mackenzie do anything to Danielle, and when Danielle said this to Mackenzie at Ashley's store opening, she said that she understands that Danielle is a part of Rashad's life because they have children together. And honestly, Danielle bragging about still sleeping with Rashad is odd to me, because why would you still want to be intimate with someone who hurt you and is seeing somebody else? I do have some sympathy for Danielle, but the way that she's handling things is making her look bad to me. After watching this episode, I definitely feel for Lindsay, because she's pregnant and her husband is overseas, and so she's basically experiencing this pregnancy by herself. And then when she FaceTimed him and said that she can't wait for him to come home, he said that he wasn't in a rush. That definitely rubbed me the wrong way, because it's like, okay, then why did you get her pregnant if you don't care to be there for her while she's pregnant? And then on top of that, when she told him that she wanted him to be home for the birth, he acted like he didn't care. Now, later on in the episode, her husband does end up coming into town, and he did seem like he was treating her a lot better than he did on FaceTime, but I really don't know. I would hope that he treats her a lot better than it seemed like he does. Ashley ends up going to meet up with Nikki, and she tells Nikki that there's a cancer research center above her store and that she wants to do a charity event because she lost her mother to cancer. Both her and Nikki end up getting emotional because Nikki lost her sister to cancer too, and they seem to be bonding with each other, which is a good thing, but I don't know how Morgan is going to take that, because she doesn't like Ashley and she seems to have an issue with anybody who gets close to her. And since Nikki is Morgan's friend, I don't know how she's going to react to Ashley doing a wig giveaway with Nikki. Danielle ends up asking Mackenzie to meet up with her, and Mackenzie ends up agreeing to go, which was really awkward as soon as they ended up meeting up with each other. Danielle said that she's been with Rashad for 10 years and that she said that their relationship fell apart because he didn't want to be monogamous. She said that there has been multiple women, not just Mackenzie. So I'm kind of confused. If there's more women than just Mackenzie, why is she so mad at Mackenzie and not Rashad? And honestly, Mackenzie looks dumb too, because once Danielle said there's more women and that he ended things with her because he wanted to see multiple people, I would have ended things with him. Mackenzie claims that she always knew that he had children, but he told her that he was completely single, so she assumed that he was only co-parenting with Danielle. But according to Danielle, they were still dealing with each other, and she said that she has had to step to many women and let them know that Rashad is her man, but he should have never put her in that position in the first place. Danielle is too pretty. She should not be dealing with this type of situation. She should be with somebody who's going to treat her better, and she wouldn't have to step to other women and you make her position known. Danielle did tell Mackenzie that she was in her shoes with Nick a year ago, and Mackenzie said that although they were in a similar situation, Rashad did tell her that he was single. Now, Danielle said that Mackenzie should have given her grace because she was in the same situation, but according to Mackenzie, Danielle never gave her a chance to. And I honestly agree with Mackenzie on that. I don't feel like Danielle gave her a chance to give her grace, because every single time that Danielle was in the same room with Mackenzie, she would take shots at her and keep dragging her to other people. And so why would you want to give grace and give sympathy to somebody who constantly drags you and has something negative to say about you? It's hard to do that when somebody's doing that type of stuff. So I don't understand why Danielle thinks that Mackenzie should give her grace now after all the drama the two of them have been through. Now, Danielle ended up trying to make Mackenzie mad during this conversation, because she told Mackenzie that she saw Rashad the same time Mackenzie did. Like, she saw him right after he left being with Mackenzie, which is honestly really nasty. And at this point, point, they're both dumb to me because they're making him look like the man and feel like the man while the two of them are going back and forth with each other over him. At this point, he don't really want either one of them. Danielle ended up asking Mackenzie if she's been around her children, and Mackenzie didn't say yes or no, but I do think that she shouldn't have been smiling because it just made it look like she was being messy. But at the same time, if Danielle wants to know if Mackenzie has been around her children and if she doesn't want them around her, then she should talk to Rashad about that because Mackenzie doesn't have control over where their kids go. Mackenzie did tell Danielle that she did look on her page when she first started dealing with Rashad because she wanted to make sure that they really weren't together. She wanted to see if there was any signs that the two of them were still dealing with each other other than co-parenting. And when she didn't find that, she still ended up dealing with Rashad because she didn't think that they were together. I don't consider that stalking, but at the same time, I do feel like if Mackenzie had to question whether or not Rashad was being truthful, she shouldn't have gone on with being in a relationship with him in the first place. The conversation between the two of them went absolutely nowhere. The two of them just kept having a back and forth to the point where Mackenzie ended up leaving. In this episode, Mulan had her two younger sisters with her, and she's trying to be a supportive sister to them because they grew up in a home that didn't have any stability. Mulan was talking about how she likes structure and having a schedule, and I couldn't agree more because it really helps you manage your stress. It helps you to be productive for the day, and it makes sure that you get up and do what you have to do. And, you just feel like you have a sense of normalcy. Megan ends up meeting up with her mom because they don't have a really good relationship. Her mom had her really young and she was raised by her grandparents. Now, Megan did say that she knows that her mom was young, so she's not mad at her for giving her a better life with her grandparents, but she's heard that her mom wasn't around much and that they don't have a really good relationship. Her mom claims to have taken accountability and said that she did the best that she could, but she didn't take full accountability because she was saying how she doesn't like how Megan keeps going on large platforms and talking bad about her family. Now, Megan wouldn't have anything to say negative if they weren't negative to her. I honestly haven't really heard Megan drag her family. I know she talks about how she doesn't have a great relationship with her mom, but other than that, I haven't really heard her drag them like that. Her mom said that she wants them to respect each other, but then she started saying that she feels bad for Megan because once the cameras go off, she's going to be in a really dark place. And this really seemed to upset Megan, and she started crying, and she ended up leaving the meeting. Now, I don't understand why her mom said that to her, and I'm kind of annoyed at Megan's boyfriend because he's the one that pushed her to try to work out her relationship with her mom when she told him that they have a toxic relationship. He sat there and held having a family with her over her head for her to work things out with her mom. But the thing about it is that I feel like it's her mom's job to try to work things out with her. If he doesn't want to have a family with Megan and, marry her and have children because she doesn't have a great relationship with her family, then she needs to leave him and find somebody who doesn't care about that. Mackenzie ends up throwing a birthday party for her daughter, and Ashley, Lindsay, and Mulan end up showing up to support. They start talking about what happened at the group dinner, but Mackenzie was a little bit mad at Lindsay for bringing that up because she doesn't want to talk about Danielle at her daughter's birthday party, which is really understandable. It's not really the time or the place. Mulan said that she was trying to be neutral, but Danielle ended up hitting her, and so she doesn't want to be her friend anymore, and she doesn't feel like there's any coming back from that. Now, I don't feel like there's any coming back from that either, but at the same time, I do hope that Mulan learned her lesson and stopped trying to be the peacemaker, because at the end of the day, the peacemaker ends up being the problem because things end up turning into a whole hot mess, and then you're the one who looks like the bad guy because you tried to bring everybody together. At the very end of this episode, Danielle ends up meeting up with Megan and Morgan to tell them about what happened when she met up with Mackenzie. Danielle says that Rashad is still saying that he's single and not dating Mackenzie, and then she said that Mackenzie insinuated that she's been around her kids. Now, I don't know why Morgan and Megan didn't tell Danielle that she should talk to Rashad about him bringing the kids around Mackenzie, because at the end of the day, Mackenzie doesn't have control whether or not the kids are around her or not, because Rashad is the one who brings them around her. So if she has an issue with that, she needs to take that up with Rashad. And then on top of that, I don't understand why they're not encouraging her, if she's their friend, to get over him and to stop dealing with him romantically, instead of Megan cheersing with her when she said that she's still sleeping with him. Danielle ends up bringing up what happened between her and Mulan when they ended up meeting up, and she said that Mulan said that she felt like she was caught in the middle of all their drama, but Nikki and Neek felt the same way, so I don't understand why Danielle doesn't have the same energy with them, especially Nikki, because Nikki's the one that caused all that drama because she lied. Morgan gets so pissed off about Mulan that she ends up calling her a flip-flopper, which for now, I don't really think that Mulan's a flip-flopper. She really tried to be neutral, and she definitely tried to get them to work out their issues, but that's why I said you shouldn't try to play peacemaker, because you end up being the bad guy, and you end up being smack dab in the middle of all the drama, exactly where you really didn't want to be. But Morgan's a little bit messy, because she said that they should show up to where the other girls are hanging out at, basically to cause some drama. Morgan is pretty, but she is definitely really entertaining too. But she's messy and drama, and I kind of feel like she's problematic. So those are my thoughts on this week's episode of Basketball Wives Orlando. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode down in the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like button for me. I appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos and hit the notification bell so that you know every time I upload a new video. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed to my channel. I appreciate you all. And until next time, I will talk to you guys in my next video.